What's going on, everybody? Hope you are having a fantastic day. Today, we are going to do a walk around of the 2018 Toyota Camry. I almost said Tundra, you see, because it's a Tundra channel. We're going to do a walk around of the Toyota Camry XSE V6. Right now, my truck is up at Liberty Toyota getting LED headlights installed. So this was their loaner they sent me. I had no idea it was coming. I'm going to put a link above me right now for yesterday's video, which was my raw reaction first impressions drive, which I pretty much look like a kid on Christmas in, but that's how I do it. But today we're going to walk around it. We'll talk about some of the interior features. We'll kind of judge it against the Tundra a little bit, because this is obviously a Tundra channel. We'll see what the Camry has that the Tundra doesn't, and vice versa, although I think the Camry has a lot more than the Tundra does, because I felt like I was sitting in a spaceship yesterday. So let's head outside. Thank you for being here. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Check out all the other videos. I'm a 7-time Toyota owner, 5-time Tundra owner. So I'm happy to have you. Thanks for stopping in. And let's go outside and check it out. Camry XSE V6 in this blue color. And let me tell you what, I don't think every car could get away with this blue, but this works. And it has the two-tone paint, which I will show you as we get around here. Two-tone paint, like the whole top is black, which this is a big sunroof, which is just, you guys know how I feel about sunroofs. We'll do just a quick walk around here of the outside. Look at the styling of this. And please excuse all the salt. Quad tip dual exhaust on a Camry, for real. It's just a sleek looking car. It looks like a missile. Cool thing about this car, you got 19-inch wheels with some aggressive looking tires. It has the feature where it unlocks like that and then locks like that. As a Tundra owner, I'm not used to all this technology. It's probably why I'm so excited about it. And then a very aggressive front end here. Obviously it has sensors all over it because it's a 2018. It has Toyota Safety Sense. But look at that front end. This is a great looking car. It's amazing to me because the NASCAR race car and this are almost identical. Huge shout out to Toyota on this one. Obviously you have Toyota Safety Sense right there in the emblem, and there's a camera up there. But overall you got some blinkers on the outside of the mirrors. I mean, this thing's fully loaded. I think this is about $38,000. LED headlights. The whole car is LED from what I understand so far, even the interior lights. So this thing is top notch. Let's get inside, see what we got. Before we sit down in the vehicle, this is your cabin setup. You got yourself some all-weather Camry mats, very cool. Leather seats. These things got some bolster. They actually feel comfortable, and I love the seating position. And that was a big problem with my FRS over there. The seating position is very weird. This is a very comfortable seating position. It's a good-looking car when you're standing out here looking. And you see the moonroof there? See the LED lights? I don't know how good my camera's gonna pick that up, but there's LED lights everywhere. I'm gonna sit in the back first. All right, guys, I'm 6 feet tall. I have the seat all the way back, the way that I usually drive it. And I mean, the seat's touching my knees, but I could totally still drive like this, no problem. There is a little bit of space right here. And I put the seat way back. I'm one of those people. But if you look over here in a normal situation, look at how far or different the seats are. I mean, you could fit back here comfortably. You got yourself some vents. Like I said, you got this sweet sunroof here. LED lighting. My head's not touching. I don't know how good I'm gonna be able to show you this. Head's not touching here. Even if I wanted to, no big deal. So it could totally fit grown adults, no problem. And even in the back seat, they have auto up and down. Okay, now we're sitting in the car. Before we get started with the actual review, I'm gonna put my foot on the brake and hit the push button start, which a lot of Tundra owners wish we had. Okay, Tundra owners, it's the little things that kill, right? Auto up, down on all 4 windows, which is what we always talk about here. You got your lock, unlock. You could lock out the windows in the back. We still have a little bit of a knob here to play with the mirrors, which is cool and easy. Here are your buttons on the side. We got a couple missing here, so I'm guessing these will be in the limited version. Trunk, fuel, I guess the fuel door, Traction control, auto high beams. Steering wheel controls, pretty much the same thing on all Toyotas. I mean, they're a little different, but same idea. Volume controls, audio controls, navigation screen, that stuff. And then over here, you know, you have your, they got rid of the little stalk for cruise control. It's up on the steering wheel now. They had that forever. We need to take a moment for that stalk. And then one thing I actually really like, I guess it depends on who you are here, they still have the traditional tach and the speedometer. I like that. But the center screen right here, the information screen, is gigantic. And it really doesn't have borders. It just kind of goes all the way up to the two tachs, which is perfect. And inside there, just like many of the 2018 Toyotas, you get a ton of options. Eco indicator, fuel level, MPG, all that stuff. It has Toyota Safety Sense in there as well. Overall, it's definitely a lot nicer than the Tundra one. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, just like the Tundra, in here you could look at your PSI per tire. Just all the information you could ever want is in this screen for sure. And you could toggle through right here on the steering wheel. You can go through everything. See, there's all, you could turn your blind spot monitoring on and off, all your Toyota Safety Sense stuff like we said, automatic braking, lane departure. You can go down. There's so many options here. Driving support, you could see right there. There's just so many options. I haven't had time to go through any of them. Like I said, was not prepared for this vehicle. You could even mess with your radio stations there. It'll tell you what's on. Obviously, navigation comes up here and also on here when you're about to have to make a turn. It'll tell you what you got to do. There's all your stats on your Toyota Safety Sense. And then you got your settings at the end, and you could keep going down. It just has, there's so much in that center screen for sure. And then we move over here, push button start, which most of the Toyota vehicles have now, but I believe, what is it? The 4Runner and the Tundra might be the only two vehicles left with no push button start. And I know some people love it, some people hate it, but the future is now, and being so many cars have it, I hope the Tundra definitely gets it. Down here, you got your standard 12 volt. Then you got your USB connector. Here's something cool. Here's something that I really like. You're not going to be able to see it too well, but this is a charging pad, wireless charging pad for your cell phone. Very cool, very futuristic. And if you're watching this video saying, I've had that for years, well, I'm a Tundra owner and I haven't even been in a car with one yet. So that is very awesome. Obviously, you get your 2 cup holders, which we have a lot of water. You should always be drinking your water, people. Down here, see, this is something I just actually realized when I got in the car to shoot this video. Eco, normal, sport. So when I drive today, it's gonna be in sport mode. I can't wait. I wanna check that out. You got your parking brake down here. You obviously have your shifter right here, which I'm a big fan of the shifter. Some vehicles have their shifter up here. I know Ram owners love that, but I'm still a fan of this. Then you have your heated seats, looks like right here, a little center console action, which there we go. Couldn't open that for a minute. And inside it, let's see if we can do this. Looks like you have some USB ports there. That's pretty cool. It's actually pretty deep. You could fit everything you need in here for sure. Moving on over here, we have the glove box, big deep glove box, so everything you'd ever need. Before we get to the center screen, just one recap of this whole thing. This is a great, to me, this is a great looking dashboard. Very top-notch. It doesn't look like cheap materials at all. I mean, you have your plastics, but you know, everything is just, it fits nicely. It doesn't move around a lot. You know how some cars rattle and shake? You could tell this thing is built to last. I mean, that's what Toyota's known for. JBL speaker system all throughout the car. JBL speakers up there. I don't know if you could see that on the stalk. One over there. You got a big airbag right here. I mean, and then you got your controls up here, which this controls the, I actually just figured this out too. Safety connect for SOS. You know, the normal, you got your light button, garage door, all that stuff. Here's one that's cool. So this, I just figured this out. So I thought when you had this whole thing was just a window and that was it, but look, it's a shade. I just figured out that there's a shade there. And I actually just figured out, and if anybody knows the truth behind this, I don't think this back window opens. I think that's just there. And this is the only window right here that opens. But if anyone has the answer for that, let me know. Because that's the button for the actual moonroof opening. Very cool. So now we move on to the updated Intune system, which everybody has been waiting for a long time. One thing I have to give high fives to Toyota for. So Toyota, there's your high five. I love the fact that it's not just a screen. There are still physical buttons, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why right now. It's just easier to hit a physical button when you're driving a car and trying to pay attention to the road. Even the knobs, the tuning knob is still here, guys. The volume knob is still here. You can do it on screen, but it's still good to have this option if you're moving. When I'm driving, I want to be able to feel the button I can hit and not have to look at the screen. Always looking at the road is the point of the whole thing, right? It looks like it still has a CD player. Woo! We're still rocking the CD book, guys. But if we're gonna go over into the info here, I mean, we'll go home, we'll start there. So yeah, it's obviously touchscreen. We got some No Doubt on the radio right now. I'm rocking the 90s on 9. Who loves that channel? Who could hate that channel? But if I go over to menu, it looks pretty similar to the old setup, but apparently it's a lot easier to use, because I know a lot of people have a problem with this. But your overall menu, so you got your phone, you know, the usual stuff that everybody always needs. Obviously you got your apps: Scout, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Slacker, NPR, Yelp. And one more thing that's very cool about this new system here is they actually have an Intune app which you could get on your phone, which I have in my Tundra, but apparently it's an upgraded app to where you can remote start your car from it. You can do some of the modern things that you can never do on the app from the app, which is very cool, instead of just doing it in car. Apparently on here you could set up your, you know, service, anything you want. So everything is in car. You have this apps button here. It looks like, I mean, like I said, this is a loaner, so this is trying to load. You know, you could Bluetooth your phone. It's everything you'd ever want it to be. You have your digital climate control down here. You could sync it or not, or you could do auto controls. You know, your front defroster, your rear defroster, and your mirror defroster. Everything's right here. This is a beautiful setup. It's in dash, so it's clean. Like if you touch it, there is no separation between the actual surround and the screen. It's in dash, beautiful, great. 2 huge vents on top. When it is safe and legal to do so, please ensure your Intune App Suite application is running and logged into your phone. So you obviously need to have the app and you need to be logged in to make all this work, and that's very good, so then no one could steal any of your information or anything like that. But overall gist of this whole thing: seek, track, phone. There's no Bluetooth. Apps. I could look at all the other people that had this car before me though. Apps. Your home screen, which is going to be your triple screen. You could change this to be 2. I know you could put your navigation here and then your radio here, or you could just hit this and do your radio. So it's pretty much the same thing as the old Intune. It just looks like it's faster and you could do a lot more things with it, but overall pretty much the same deal. So if you're a Toyota owner of the past, this won't be an issue and you won't have any problems getting used to it. So that is my very quick and minimally educated walk around of the 2018 Camry XSE V6. Once again, this was a vehicle given to me by Liberty Toyota while my Tundra gets its 2018 LED headlights installed, and they were nice enough to give me this beast. It was a very smart move because I definitely want one. But overall, the car is phenomenal. Coming from a Tundra that has some limited technology in it, this thing is like a spaceship to me. One more thing I forgot to add to you guys, because it's in the day and I can't see it right now. This car has heads-up display. And what I mean is like what fighter jets have, where in front of you there's an image of your speed on the actual windshield, which, I don't know. Listen, to me that's awesome and that is crazy. But yeah, this car is super fast. 300 horsepower Camry. Whoever thought you'd see that? From what a Camry has always been to what this car is, night and day. Night and day different. This thing is sporty, it looks great, it runs great, it's smooth. My one issue with the FRS is a lot of fun, but it's a bumpy sports car. This thing has speed, it's quiet if that's what you want. If not, you can probably make it louder. Linear power though, like it just goes from stop to fast very quickly. The transmission, you don't even feel it. 8-speed transmission now in these cars. It's just overall a fantastic driving experience. So, you know, for the people who don't like cars, and if I say to them, oh yeah, Toyota gave me a Camry to test, they're gonna be like, okay. But that's why I said in yesterday's video, to the untrained eye, it is a Camry, but to a Toyota enthusiast like me, this is the holy grail. So I'm very excited to be in it. If you have any questions about the Camry that I can answer, I have it until tomorrow, so I'd be happy to help. And if there's anything I missed in this review, let me know and I will show you. One thing I definitely forgot to show you was the trunk. It's a huge trunk, and they have a like all-weather mat that says Camry in the trunk. You could definitely fit a lot of stuff. In fact, I'll add a picture at the end of the video of the trunk, but it is what it is. There's also a button on the key fob here if you wanted to open the trunk. So, you know, nothing too futuristic there, but it's still good to have it. Overall, great car. On a 1 to 10, How can I not give this thing like an 8 or 9? And I don't even know why I'm taking away one. I don't even know. The moonroof goes all the way back. That's so cool. But overall, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel and you like Tundras and Toyotas, I don't just always do Tundras, hit the subscribe button below. Also, hit the notification bell because I do live streams all the time, and I want you guys to be involved. I want to answer any questions. I want to meet you. This is a good community of Toyota owners, and I'm happy to be the captain of the ship. So have a great day, guys. Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, pictures, concerns, whatever you got, I'll talk to you soon. I thought the video was over too, but one more thing. I just found the sport button, okay? I'm not even on the pedal hard. I have a car in front of me, so I can't really show you what this thing can do, but okay, I just found the sport button. So if you get an XSE, oh my God. Oh, that's crazy. If you get an XSE Camry V6, hit the sport button. It's crazy fast. The car feels like a sports car. I don't know if you can see behind me in my rearview mirror right now, but I have a yellow Camaro, and I'm sure he thinks I'm being that guy because he's behind me, but really, I just found the sport button, so check it out.